welcome to Taking Off. I'm Christy Wong, and today I'm taking you guys to work with me so you can see what it's like to be an airline pilot. I've got everything packed. My day typically consists of waking up and going to work out. I have found that working out every single day for at least 30 minutes really improves my mood, it improves my energy, and by the end of my workout, I feel really, really good.
New hair, new clothes, I'm working out, I'm eating healthy, I got a job in a house without bullet holes.
Today, I'm starting my trip off with 3 legs. We're gonna do a Baton Rouge turn, and then we're headed to Grand Junction for the overnight. I typically start getting ready for the van about an hour before our van time. That gives me plenty of time to get dressed and pack up all my stuff, to make tea in the mornings, some phone calls. You know, I write scripts, talk to friends, talk to my husband, personal finances. I like to work out in the mornings before I go into work and also start planning for my flights for the day. Today we're going back to Chicago. So I'm taking a look at the weather both here in Richmond and in Chicago. I'm gonna go ahead and see if our flight plan has been published, and if so, I'll pull it up. If not, I'll just take a look at the general route just to see what we're expecting for the day. There are typically 5 things about the hotel that I look for. Does it have a fridge, a microwave, a comfortable bed, a hot shower, and does it have a fitness room? Those are typically my 5 big criteria. A couple months ago, I actually went to a hotel and they didn't have good water pressure. There was no hot water. There was obviously something wrong with the plumbing.
This hotel sucks.
And when I called the front desk to get a replacement room, they were sold out. So I was kind of stuck in that situation, fortunately just for the one night. But if that does happen, we'll file an advisory with the company just so that they're aware of it. Hopefully it prevents any future crews from going through that again. The hotel that I'm staying at today actually met all of my criteria and more, which was really, really nice. So using those criteria, I have to say my favorite overnight right now is Lubbock, Texas, believe it or not, because we stay at this fantastic hotel with super comfortable beds. They actually give us breakfast in the morning for free. They've got these big, beautiful rooms. But again, this is my value system. A lot of pilots will tell you they like the super long overnights so that they can go explore the town. They like to stay they don't care if it's got a fridge and microwave because they're gonna go out to eat or hang out with the crew members or whatnot. Me, I don't know what to say there. And it's weird looking at the camera. I actually prefer to make my own food. So I have this giant food bag that I call the Beast.
I am touching the beast.
I literally pack 4 days worth of food and sustenance for my trips. I have plenty of ice packs in there to keep my food temperature controlled until I can heat it up and eat it. I have this wonderful tool called a Hot Logic. It's my favorite thing in the world. My husband and I both have one. In the event that the hotel room does not have a microwave, we can still heat up our food. It's like an insulated hot plate. And then we are allowed to take one of those big water bottles with us for the overnight. Funny enough, I'm actually much better about my diet and exercise habits when I'm at work because it's a much more controlled environment. But a lot of pilots, they look forward to going out and eating. They'll look for the restaurants either within the hotel or around the hotel. I personally like saving money, and I've been really conscious about what I eat, where I'm getting my food from. I probably only eat out once a month or so, and that's just if I go somewhere special. I love going to Phoenix. I love our Phoenix overnights. We stay at this really unique hotel, and about a mile away, it's a really short walk, maybe 15 minutes. They have this really good burger place that's been there for 50 years. It's really well known in the area. So when I go to Phoenix, I'll go to that place. But usually, yeah, I don't typically eat out. I prefer making my own food. My food actually tastes better to me than going out and eating. And then my My pocketbook thanks me too. We actually have our hotels worked out for us by the airline itself. We actually have a department that is delegated to just finding us hotels and transportation. In order to find out where we're going, we have an app on our phone that we look at, which will tell us, oh, okay, you're staying at the Hilton or you're staying at the Marriott, and here's the address. And it gives us the phone number as well. That way, if none of us have been there before, we can, once we get to the airport, we can actually call the hotel. Overall, we don't get a choice in what hotels we stay at, unfortunately. We have certain things in our contract that specify, for example, we don't get a hotel room on the first floor, or we don't get a room that's right next to the elevators. That way we get a restful night's sleep as crew members. Kevin and I got to do a really cool flight together. Normally we would not be allowed to film while flying an airliner, but we got to do a reposition flight under Part 91. So there were no passengers on this flight, and we got to fly it up to Montana to reposition it there.
Right now I'm looking at the maintenance logbook, which is actually unique that we get to see it every day. The big thing is make sure that the tail number matches the actual airplane, which it does. And once I do all that, I'll sign the book saying that I accept the aircraft. And then I can go to starting the airplane. And I do a checklist for that. So maintenance status check, I did that. GPU is out, APU gen is in, that 1 is off, that 2 is off. It takes us about, usually from cold dark to ready to go, usually about 20-25 minutes, if that. It really depends sometimes on, like, does the airport have digital ATIS and stuff like that? Like, can we get the ATIS to print out through the printer, or do we have to get it manually and stuff like that? And then I think Richmond doesn't have any of that. We have to do it all the old-fashioned way.
I see how you like a little old-fashioned red doggy.
This flight was actually pretty special because it was mine and Kevin's first flight together. So being the good wife and awesome first officer that I am, I let Kevin take the flight, which means he got to do all the flying, including the takeoff and the landing.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
It was really cool, very scenic, lots of snow because this was back in February. Overall, amazing flight, and I learned that we make a really good crew, and I would fly with him again.